Thanks for the opportunity. Long back when Satya was keeping all the idols, he was keeping it in a small room. I used to keep on asking her, when are you going to do the Pradishta of Balaji? That was those days, maybe about 12 years, 13 years, 12, 13 years back, when I started frequenting coming to Canada. We have incidentally done a few worships and we had some discourses in the Atlanta Hall. Somehow today I am very happy to see the Lord this way placed. See, everybody has a dream. Whether I am capable of doing anything or not, I dream very beautifully. That's one very good thing with me. Everywhere I go, I encourage people. I don't do anything. That way I am a very lazy guy. That's why in Facebook also I have given my name as Lazy Sridhar. Many people will ask me, why do you have that title? Somehow I am not used to very strict discipline. In fact, I have hated too much of discipline, I have hated too much of conditioning. I do not like to be conditioned, I don't condition anybody. Somehow I have, with Lord's grace, I have been a happy-go-lucky guy throughout my life. That's how I landed up with a lot of masters. Somehow never I had any serious subject. Religion was not a serious subject to me. Religion was more a very jovial subject. It's not, I don't like to see the Lord like a villain being portrayed and he becoming like his being Lord is something like he's like a very strict martinet and he imposes conditions. Somehow I don't like. I always enjoy the Lord in my own way. I enjoy Him more in the games. I enjoy Him more probably in day-to-day life. I enjoy Him more in my parents. I enjoy Him more probably in my family. I see the Lord in anything and everything. Somehow I have lived such a life, not a very serious life. So everywhere I used to go and express my dream, I used to encourage people. So with Satya also I was doing the very same thing. I was going on asking her, when are you going to build the temple? When am I going to get an opportunity to sit in the temple and do something? She was also saying, yes, Guruji, it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Almost suddenly something entered a year back into her. She suddenly took a decision, we will do it, and she has done it. Single-handedly. That's something very good, very good. And this deity I have somehow appreciated for all these years. Whenever I used to come here and see the deity and go. Somehow I liked this particular form of Balaji. It's very beautiful. This was done by Ganapati Stapati himself from Mahabalipuram. So today an opportunity to be with you all for some time so that we can all congregate and pray to God. The prayers are like this. The prayers, I don't go into right and wrong. I don't go into perfection and imperfection. I don't go into all that. I am not carved for that. I just want you to be blessed with what you want. That's all, nothing else. I don't say right and wrong to anybody. I have this problem. When somebody comes and asks me whether this is right or wrong, I'm in a big fix because is it that the Lord is testing me or I don't know. When somebody asks whether we have to do like this, whether we have to do like that, I'll tell you a small incident that happened in my life a few years back. I had gone for a visit to Meenakshi temple in Madurai. I go to all these temples. The beauty is many times I don't go and see the deity. I just keep roaming in the corridors. I keep seeing the beauty of some pillars, some beautiful sculpted work. I just say a namaskar from the Jwajastambham. There will be a lot of rush. I don't have the patience to stand in the queue and see all that. Somehow it doesn't go. Some days I do go. And suppose there is a board that they have put for Hindus only, then immediately a doubt comes. Whether I am a Hindu, whether I am a Christian, whether I belong to Islam. I don't know what I belong to. So suddenly when they say this is for Brahmins, I don't know whether I am a Brahmin. In Mantralayam I had a very big problem. I wanted to take the prasadam. They have put for Brahmins, for non-Brahmins. But still I wanted to eat the prasadam. I thought we will go and sit in the non-Brahmins and eat. I just went there inside. I had the bhojanam and I came out. I was very satisfied. The food is the same. Whether it is for Brahmins or non-Brahmins. Somehow I don't like, I don't know, I don't say it is right or wrong. Once again, I prefer doing it that way. So even in Meenakshi temple, sometimes if that board comes for Hindus only, then I don't go there. I don't go inside. I am not sure whether I am all right. So it's a caution, some awareness into me. I start thinking. A very funny guy that way. I was coming out, there one kid was lighting lamp near the Navagraha. There is a, for the 9 planets, they say no, some Surya, Chandra, something and all they say. All those were kept in a combination and they were lighting some lamps. People have their own faith, their own belief. Who is to question whose? It's a faith. So they were lighting the lamps. I was just seeing. I go to the temple more to watch who are all coming there. What does their face look like? Are they connected in any way to me? I have some stupidities on my own. So I go into that research. Then one girl was keeping the lamp. One old man came, very old man. He must be more than 80 plus. He came there and he was saying, the lamp should not be kept like this. It should be kept facing east. The girl was keeping it facing south. In south of India, people are very particular about all these things. They are very particular. They are not particular about their home, they are not particular about all that. But when it comes to gods, they have prescribed that gods have to perform this way. There is a conditioning of the god also. That's the beauty. Not condition of human beings alone. Even gods are conditioned to be like that. That's the way we are there in south. So what he was doing, he was telling her, this is not the way to place the lamp. It has to face east. This kid was keeping east and trying to light the lamp. Some wind or something. It was not, she was not able to do it. So that old man went there. I took this opportunity because I am a very rebellious guy basically. I don't believe in certain things. When I don't believe, I don't believe. I told her, anyhow you want to light the lamp, that's all. You keep it like this and light it. That was basic south actually. And she lit the lamp. It started glowing. Suddenly this old man came back. Now I am in deep trouble. That old man asked you, who asked you to keep it south and light the lamp? That girl did not know what to do, she pointed towards me. She wanted to escape the situation. Hey girl, what she will do? Then the old man asked me, he looked at me. I put all this is all due to practice right from the other days. Not that I am a very religious person and just I am having it because my father used to have it, my uncles used to have it. So I have seen them, so I am also, that's all. When you see something, you do it. I like it, that's all. So I was there. Then he looked like that, he said, nowadays, Nastikas come in the form of Astikas. Like that he said, and he went there. I was smiling, it's alright, what is that? Anybody let them call you dog or a monkey or a donkey, why you must be bothered? No, we need not give credence to whatever others say. You know what you are. That is the necessity. You need not prove yourself to anybody. You just live a life for yourself. There is no necessity. Should you prove yourself to anybody? No, it's absolutely not required. You just live a life. So it happened like that. And then, okay, it was all over. Then suddenly current went off everywhere. No light on the streets, no light in the temple. It was pitch dark. I was just walking out of the temple. This old man was coming. He is not able to walk properly because he doesn't know. It's so dark. There is nobody with him. So what I did, I used to carry a small torch with me always. So I switched on the torch and I gave the torch to him. I asked him, please, you can use the torch, you can walk your way. Then he thanked me, thank you very much. May I know who you are? I said, one of those nastikas who looks like Astika. We don't know why Lord played that game that day. The current went off, I had to once again give him the torch. Okay, I thank the Lord. Okay, fine, you accept my version, that is enough. Whether we like it or not, life is something that has to be lived, and that should be lived alive. People are either thinking too much about the past or thinking too much towards the future. But life is present. Life is always risky, please remember. There is nothing like you are guaranteed. There is nothing, no guarantee in life. If you can appreciate the insecurity part of life, you will be very courageous and you will accept to live this moment and this present. You will value the present. But you must be absolutely courageous to do that. You go to a graveyard, you can find the dead body in the coffin very safe because there is no life. Where there is no life, it is absolutely safe. Where there is life, it is fraught with risk. That's all. Why people are praying to God? It's because of the insecurity. Otherwise, nobody is going to pray, nobody is going to come to temple. Who will believe all these stupid things? Nobody will believe. Because somewhere a human being is driven by that insecure feeling. I don't think you have to pray to God with that insecure feeling. Somehow I feel when you are very happy, you have to pray to God. If you are very sad, don't go near Him. Don't go. You will be unnecessarily infecting Him with that contagious sadness. God or prayers will not give you happiness. If you are very happy, you can be prayerful. If you are very happy, you can be more meditative. It is possible. Prayer by itself will not give any happiness. Pray. That's the only thing we can do. A little bit we are going to offer prayers today. Please join me in my prayers, in our prayers. We will be praying towards the Lord in the form of Sudarshana, in the form of Nrsimha. That's all. Some beautiful prayers towards the Lord. Absolutely, life is very beautiful, but learn to live today. Don't be bothered about tomorrow. Don't be bothered at all. Absolutely. Don't think even about tomorrow. Tomorrow, futuristic things are always risky. If you are a very ambitious person, yes, you will be futuristic. If you are a very ambitious person, somebody was asking me day before yesterday, when I was about to leave for Canada, Guruji, I don't have any piece of money. He is already worth hundreds of crores. He has got a lot of companies. I said, ambition and peace do not go together. That is the problem. If you are ambitious, you cannot be peaceful. That's all. It's the thumb rule. If you are less ambitious, you will have a little bit of peace. If you are not ambitious, you will be very peaceful. So ambition and peace do not go together. If you are very ambitious, there is a problem. The problem is peace. It may cost you peace. And he is doing a lot of business. Crores and crores. I know him very well. He is in Hyderabad. He is an Andhra gentleman. Very nice man. Very good man. Good at heart. Everything is there. But always he will get tensed. I used to ask him, why are you getting tensed? Today 50 crores orders. If I don't execute it, what happens? 50 crores will go. That's all. Now what is going to happen? Now you will have a purpose to work in life because you have to work for 50 crores. If you accumulate more liabilities, at least there will be more purpose. You will work for the liability. If you have assets, you will invest it and just keep eating. That's what you will do. When you have liabilities, you will work for the liabilities. There is nothing wrong. Sometimes liabilities, sometimes assets. It's all very normal. Try to keep yourself normal, I say, but he never listens. काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः भागवताः सन्तु निर्भयाः सर्वे जनाः सन्तु निर्भयाः न्याय्येन मार्गेण महिषाः लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु सत्यो प्रतन्नस्योदिनं महिमाः परिणोपर्यस्तोदिनस्य मे पर्वान इन्द्रो प्रतन्कुज्यस्ते नपिन्नेदिन देवाः आहा मयोधिन्वत्रे दिनस्य मानो दगिन्द उद्वन्त्रे दिनः विष्णोऽन्यत्वाः यगन्नस्ते दिनस्य माधेः रभोऽन्यरधिवर्ग्यो दिनस्य माः दुर्गस्य प्रदर्भत्रे दिन इन्द्रो प्रतिप्रेणे आवदां कृतन्नस्योदिनं जावित्रे दिनस्य मे जावे प्रतन्नस्यो यज्ञां तथेन मे प्रतन्नस्यादिनः मनो निकन्नत्रे दिनस्य माः वेद्यो वदिता विद्वन्ते दिनम इन्द्राः यजां कृकन्नस्ते दिने प्रतोलस्यादिनः Indraya Swaha. Very pompous life, very splendorous life. They say Indra is the deity to be prayed. They say a lot of wealth if you have, Indra is the deity who gives you that wealth. When you pray to Indra, you not only live with pomp and splendor, you are also able to enjoy it. Many times people are not able to enjoy what they have got. I know a lot of people, probably that may not be the case because I do not know much about Canada. I hardly come for, I came yesterday night, tomorrow night I am leaving back. I am there day after tomorrow, 31st morning I am back. All my trips are very short visits. So I don't know much about this country, though I have visited this country many times. Those days, no doubt, initially I have stayed for 10 days, 15 days. In fact, those days I was more busy. These days I am more lazy. So I don't stay for a very long period of time. I go back. Something is there, you want to enjoy it. They say you should have the blessings of the Lord in the form of Indra. Ekam Sat Vipra Bahuda Vadanti is the statement made by Rigveda. Satyam is only one, it is called by different names. You call it Vishnu, you call it Shiva, you call it Jehovah, you call it Ahur Mazda, you call it by any name. It's only one. The same one transcends itself into various components. One is the Indra. In Indra, when you pray to Indra, basically all your needs are taken care of. Probably wants may not be taken care of. That's a different issue. There is a difference between a need and a want. Everybody knows a need, but unknowingly you will transgress into want. Want is more on account of greed. Need is basically what you need. Nature provides need to everybody, but want is not provided. They say for provision of that need, Indra is the person to be prayed. So the first is Indra to the east, then southeast is Agni. Dekasya vidamvaha yapo nasenaha udvanate namasyo tuvannasyadinaha ipal vadinam agne satyo gradannachhodinaha Pradhana madhye dinam de agnaye swaha. Agni is truth. Anything put into the Agni comes out with the truthful form. Finally, Agni perishes everything. Everything gets perished. Ultimately, everything has to be put into Agni, and it seems all the impurities are removed. Once you live this life, there will be impurity. Whether you like it, you do not like it. I have seen the Madhva community. They are the most orthodox people you can see, not even Iyengars. They are no use. You should see the Madhvas. The way they pray to God, it's a wonder. They will go with the dripping water before the Lord and pray. They will pour buckets and buckets of water. Water is considered to be Suddhi. Nobody can be like them. Please remember, I used to appreciate the Madhvas because I cannot be like that. When you see a kid crawling, why do you appreciate? You cannot crawl. So you appreciate. If you crawl, they will hit you. But the kid crawling is very beautiful. It is very nice. Because we cannot be like that. Sometimes when we cannot be like that, and when somebody does like that, you will feel so happy on seeing it. So I used to feel very happy. Those days I was working in a bank. In fact, the person who was responsible for my joining bank, his daughter is here. Those days he only got me a bank job in Central Bank of India when I joined initially. Basically, he was in Reserve Bank, my uncle. So he got it. Because he told some people, you know, recommendation always works in India. Yeah, you are efficient, it is not enough. I was not efficient at all. Because a word was put in by my uncle, I got a bank job. That's how I entered banking service. During that, no doubt I got some promotions, elevations, all that is because of buttering and other things. We observed some official diplomacies and niceties. We became very good in the eyes of our bosses. They gave some promotions. So I was promoted very well fast in my banking. Then what happened? They gave me a job which I do not like at all. I do not like to judge people. I always like to be non-judgmental in life. I don't like to presume, I don't like to assume. So I don't judge anyone. That's my nature. But they made me as the head of the department of disciplinary action department. I have to now judge people, whether he has done right thing, whether he has done wrongly. I was the disciplinary authority, I was inquiry officer, I was presenting officer for the bank with CBI. I was doing so many things. All nonsense, sheer nonsense. Nothing else. One of my visits Bangalore, my uncle was staying there in Bangalore. I used to stay with him whenever he was there. When my uncle was not there, I used to stay with one of my friends. They are basically Madhvas. Very, very, very perfect people. Very nice man. His name was Sanjeevi Rao. One Sunday I was sitting at his home. I was reading the Hindu newspaper. He suddenly did Harati to Lord, brought the Harati, showed it to me. I just took the Harati. And some Kumkum Chandan something was there, I just had it. Then immediately he
asked me, did you take bath? Hari, today is Sunday. Already I have not washed my teeth and mommy gave very good coffee. Without washing teeth, when you take coffee, it has got its own taste. Wonderful taste. I already had coffee. Now today is Sunday, my plans are not to take bath and take food. That is my idea. And you want me, you are asking me this. Then he said, abacharam, abacharam. Then I said, shall I rub it off? He said, I don't know. You abacharam this. You don't know, then I rub it off. No, don't do that. Like that. Then I went, I took bath, we were all eating, sitting and eating. Then that uncle told me, see, you say so much of Vedas, you say talk of so much of Shastras. When you sing Atharva Veda, we feel like hearing it. It is so rhythmical. So much you do, can you not take bath and then do a little bit puja panaskara and then do it? I said, uncle, I don't know, right from the younger days. Even with masters, I was very casual. I didn't like discipline at all. I don't know why this happened. Then while talking, he made a statement. Like this if you are, you will not have Atma Sakshatkaram. You will not be able to go as a Nitya Surya and sit there and do Kainkariam for Lord Narayan. Lord Narayan will not open his eyes and bless you at all. He was going on talking one by one. He became the authoritative representative of Lord Narayan from Vaikuntha. To that extent, he started talking. You know, nowadays itself I am talking so much. How much it should have been 20 years back? It was really a tough thing. It hurt me a bit. Then I smiled and told him, Uncle, I have a doubt. What is it? No doubt. The way you do puja, I cannot do. You are pouring buckets and buckets of water on top. But inside itself, God has given an attached bathroom. How about it? At any point of time inside the system, at least a drop of excreta may be there, a drop of urine may be there. If you think about all that, can you sit and pray to God? Is the system inside cleaned? If God wanted to maintain such a system, He could have kept something like a dialysis box, which you can fit into the system. As and when it will suck it totally and take it. Lord did not provide such. He always kept an attached bathroom inside. Now how are we going to handle that? If Shuddhi is going to be that. So basically once you take this Deham itself, automatically it is Asaucham. It is Ashuddhi is always there. That Shuddhi comes only when the body is burnt by the Agni at that particular point of time. Only when the Agni burns the body, finally everything goes. Till such time the person lives with all imperfections and there is no scheme at all available in human beings where probably that Shuddhi can be removed. But if those things are kept in mind, you can never enter a temple or you can never pray to God. Next time when I visited Bangalore for my DAD case, this man was sitting outside and reading newspaper, morning 9 o'clock. He has not taken bath also. I asked, Mama, what happened? You are sitting here. Hare, when I pour that water and go inside, then whatever you said is coming to mind. I am not able to concentrate on God. Finally, I spoiled one very good person. My tongue is very bad. And that happened. So finally, Agni gives, that Shuddhi is given by the Agni. So that is kept in the southeast. South is Yama. Pradhangatre dinasyama tado nichanna karme tvada vidvante dinaha mitru yam pranesho mrityuhu chatasyo dani yam yajvatre dinasyama sudasya pradarve adhiram kratannacche dinasyama om dharma yasvaha. Yama comes at the right time to remove you from the scene. People are very scared of Yama. Some people are so scared. Setu kuda poronna avlo bhayam. Enika ornal poidana. Nikla enika ornal poidana. See, ultimately once you are born, only one thing is true. You have to die. That is the only truth. In the middle, Lord gives you a family, he gives you kids, husband, wife, brothers, sisters, friends. These are all time pass. The truth is only leaving. When the D-Day comes, yes, nobody can stop it. You have to leave at all costs, whether you like it, you do not.